Here is a rabbit hole that I've been stuck in for quite some time. It's called What the F, Ballas. During the New War storyline, Ballas is using the sentience as a way to get to Tau. It almost seems like he doesn't actually know himself how to get there. After months of researching into this theory, I think I can finally understand why, and break this down for you so you too can also understand the reason behind Ballas doing what he did. You see, Ballas had been to Tau before during the old peace. We'd seen him at the Tauron Academy. So why did he need the sentience to help him get to Tau? It almost makes it seem like he just didn't know how to get there, but that's a trick to Ballas. Why do you think he actually started the Nama faction, before tossing them all away like they were absolutely meaningless? This is all a part of Ballas's step-by-step process to make a new, untested empire for himself. This way, he would be called Nama and rule over the whole entire origin system. But that just wasn't enough, now was it? In fact, the reason he did this wasn't just to become an emperor and not be tested by others, but actually to destroy the whole entire system. Ballas had used Era to figure out a way to get to the mothership called Progressor. Then Ballas started the plan where he would actually become half sentient, a chimera of sorts. This would allow him to be able to control the lesser sentience. From that point on, Ballas was then able to begin another step in his plan, using the mothership to eat the sun. And there are two big reasons for this. Ballas knew that Progressor would repair herself and use the power of the sun to power herself up and be able to travel to Tau system. But the other reason that Ballas did this was because he knew that once the sun was gone, the whole entire origin system would basically cease to have any life form, including the sentience. Not only would Ballas no longer be untested by anyone, he also wouldn't have anyone coming after him. And while he was in control of Progressor, I believe his idea and thinking was once he got to Tau, he would use her to create multiple fragments of other sentients to create a more powerful army that is fully and entirely under his control. With him also being partly sentient, it would allow him safe passage, and may have actually helped him not only blend in with the so-called society of the denizens of Tau, but I think that Ballas believed if he was half sentient, that it would allow him not only safe passage, but immunity to a certain degree from other sentience and discrimination. Mind you, this is coming from the mind of an Oracle. The idea was going to Tau, becoming the new emperor of a whole entire new system that wasn't corrupted and decaying like the origin system was. But obviously Ballas was not aware of what exactly was happening in the Tau system. As we now know, it's not in exactly the best of states. From Ballas's perspective, all he knew was the sentience had control of Tau. In the end, Ballas played a deadly game and it was genius. While yes, he is indeed the most hated, we have to kinda hand it to him. This guy had planned it out so perfectly well. The only thing he never planned for was the Drifter and the Tenno involvement. He just thought once he killed the Tenno, that was it. Except the Tenno pulled an Uno reverse on that man and sent him back to the pits of hell, or did we? But let's just leave that for a later topic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this lore and a little bit of theory, as I did dive down this rabbit hole so you don't have to. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and what do you think would have actually happened to Ballas if he made it to Tau?